Hey everyone, it's Kirk McLean here, and you're watching Clay's Canucks Commentary.
Hey Canucks fans, and welcome to Clay's Canucks Commentary Live, presented to you by Van City Experts Real Estate. I'm your host, Clay Emo Canuck Clay, and this is my Canucks take, all in one take. It is Wednesday night, July the 16th. If you're new, here's what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. My friends, I'm in an amazing mood. I'm in an amazing mood because, not because this is my last show in a week, for a week, but Gail and I are going away tomorrow. A well-deserved break, if I may say so myself, for both of us. I'm packed. I had a great day with my kids tonight. Going to have a great show tonight with all of you. Got Swerve and Irvin donating $25 even before we started, but it's not about the donations, but that was a nice surprise. And just so you guys know, I am, I'm not sure. Give me one sec. This will be worth it. That was worth it because I didn't want to say the wrong thing. For those of you that watch, talking about this weird show, talking about this show in the stream, I will tell you that I'm still not, I'm not sure if I'm Team Conrad or Team Jeremiah. That's all I'm going to say. I have no clue what I'm talking about. Some of you, I think, know what I'm talking about, but let's get going. Moderators, do what you need to do to keep this a safe and respectful place. Members, that's legends, Hall of Fame and franchise members, thank you for your support. And to everyone else, no matter where you're watching from, whether my beautiful neighborhood of Steveston and Richmond, in the city, in the lower mainland, province, country, continent, around the world, thank you for being here. You know that you could be doing anything else, watching anyone else, getting ready for work, school, or bed, or all three. But the fact that you are here with me, know how much I always appreciate you and how much I never, ever take you for granted. Taylor, I'm a man of the people. My kids were watching it today, as I mentioned that I think I mentioned in my stream when you guys told me what show you're talking about. They were watching it too, and I said, "Oh, there's a couple people, mostly the females in my stream that talk about the show, make me sound smart." So they said, yeah. They start arguing about Conrad and Jeremiah, and then I know Jeremiah. I don't want to give away spoilers, but I think he cheated on what's her name, Belly Button or whatever. She cheated on Belly Button, and I don't know what's going on. So. I just know the kids were watching it. And yes, thank you, Just Incredible. Clay being in the summer I turned pretty is awesome. No other Canuck content creators would I had no clue. I thought it was actually the summer I turned 30. That's what I thought the show was called, not the summer I turned pretty. I do know it's a very popular show, and I know my kids and their significance are all watching it. So I tried to sound as cool as I could today. So there we go. That was for all of you. Now, come on. If that's not if that's not Canuck Clay going above and beyond for his people, to be relevant with his people, to get down with his people, I don't know what is. All right. Yeah, the summer I turned 30. That's what I call it from now on. So I think moderators, I did my whole intro, right? So thank you everyone for being here. I'm really grateful to all of you. This is how you can get involved tonight. You can subscribe, get active in the chat section, get notified of my videos. You can like the video, like the fact we're together, like the fact that I know about the summer I turned 30, like the fact that Gail and I are going away tomorrow, which I'm excited about, and like the fact that the Canucks released their schedule. And that's what we're going to talk about today. You can leave a donation like Swerve and Irvin has done. I'll get to that in a second. You can gift a membership, buy your own membership, upgrade your own membership, use your monthly membership message. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, make sure you rate and review. The summer I turned nerdy. I like that. Yes, Tyler, always loopy. Okay, so as I was getting ready to go live with the show, I saw this. So let's give Swerve and Irvin some love in the chat. I'm pretty sure this is going to shoot him up the fictional leaderboard too. So here we go, Irvin, just for you. So I don't know what was happening in the chat before you left this donation. Maybe I will need to go look at that. But $25 donation. Thank you, Swerve and Irvin. It says, is this how you delete? I guess so, or I guess not, because I just highlighted it again although I have no clue what I'm highlighting. So let's give some love to Swervin Irvin in the chat. No surprise, he is atop the leaderboard now with 1,475 experience points. Fangirl, who was leading before that, is at 725, and Skytrain Elfriends at 675. Those are at least three people that usually in the top three. Yes. Oh, good. Jess, you had a good time at the concert? That's good. That's good. That's good that you saw The Weeknd on a weekday, which I'm still confused about. But not as confused as the summer I turned 30. I got to tell you guys one quick story before we get into the Canucks schedule. Do you guys remember? This is kind of funny, actually. Do you remember yesterday I was explaining that now my shows on Tuesday night, I do not have to cut short because I don't go to my church for midnight. I go to my church for 1 a.m. And I think I explained that there was two reasons. From a practical YouTube perspective, now I do not have to cut my shows at the 40-minute mark on Tuesdays. And I think we all agreed, and especially for me, that I want to keep my shows close to an hour as I can. So we have some consistency, and so you can count on me not cheating you of 15 to 20 minutes every Tuesday. So that was the YouTube practical side. Then the other part was, I think I mentioned, and I didn't even say it was a guy or a girl, but it's a woman. I think I mentioned that there's this woman that would often come during my 12 to 1 a.m. prayer hour. And I think did I tell you guys this yesterday? I'm pretty sure I did. That she would sit in the back and she would like, pick her nails, go, and then she would pray like, and then I think I remember, I did tell you guys this because I remember saying yesterday, I shouldn't judge. My prayer life should be, stronger and not get distracted. I'm pretty sure I told you guys all of these things. Well, after my show last night, I uploaded the podcast. I returned a few messages. A lot of people with prayer requests that I put out on Facebook and Instagram. I said, how can I pray for you? And I get about 24 requests. So I replied to all those. And then I drive to my church without rushing, walk in the chapel at 12:59. So I was actually 1 minute early. And guess who is sitting in the back row? Yes, the lady that I was trying to avoid was there. And then, I'm not going to give her a stink eye or a side eye or anything like that. I just went to my normal spot, started to pray, and I could hear her picking her nails and praying like she's using Listerine. Again, I shouldn't judge. And then she left at around 1:30. So I experienced about half an hour of it. And then another lady came in who was not disruptful at all. And then sure enough, at 2:00, my replacement came. He's surprised to see me because I didn't tell him that I'd switched with the other woman. And everything is good. Everything is good. So then I talked to the girl that goes from 11 to midnight, right? The girl that I used to replace. And she knows of my switch. And then she told me that that lady came just before 12 o'clock. So that means that lady was there from basically midnight until 1:30 in the morning, right? Halfway through my new shift. So I didn't get the full hour experience, but I got half an hour. And maybe I should just get over myself. I'm a 51-year-old man who should not get distracted by someone praying out loud and picking their nails, but I still get distracted. And as Adrian says, the Lord wants you to grow. That's true. Instead of prayer, it's pray ASMR. I like that, Erwin. The stream is awesome. Thank you. That's so funny, Clay. You should bring that lady on StreamYard. Yeah, I'll bring her in. Maybe, I'll just bring her to my house and she can be on the stream. No, I'm not going to keep bumping it. 2 a.m. is a little bit crazy. So, of course, I come home. By the time I get home, it's 10 after 2. I fix myself a quick snack, and then I'm poking around, and I don't go to bed till 3. And then I must be excited for my trip because I kept waking up throughout the night, and I got up at 7. And I don't usually get up at 7 a.m. Usually, let alone when I get home at 2:15 in the morning. So there we go. There's my prayer hour experience for you. But you guys aren't here to hear me talk about that. You guys are here to talk about the Canucks schedule. So let's get going. Just before I do that, I saw a Fangirl use her monthly membership message, and I love these messages from Fangirl. They always slap. Fangirl is a member for 50 months, basically as long as I've had memberships. Clay, I'm currently reading the 3rd book of the summer I turned 30, and I got to the cheating part today. Okay, I'm glad I didn't spoil it then for you. Yeah, so just so you know, from now on, I'm going to just call it the summer I turned 30. And I know it's the summer I turned pretty, but I'm going to call it the summer I turned 30. And I'm just going to pretend that that's what the show is called. And people might hear it for the first time. They might be in the stream for the first time. They say, well, this guy has no clue what he's talking about. And let's keep it that way. Is your replacement annoyed of the lady? Yeah, no, that's a good point. Actually, that's a really good point, Sarah. I never told my replacement, like the woman I switched with, that she might have to face this woman, but I'm sure she can figure it out. Okay, let's get going. Simon, she should be one of your guests. Let's go. Canucks announced their schedule. Well, everyone in the league announced their schedule today because the NHL released their schedule. So then some teams did some really creative some schedule releases. The Canucks use so here's another. I was calling them Big Baby No Money, but it's Baby No Money. So the BB, I guess, is Baby. So I've seen them perform at Canucks games before. So the Canadian rapper and singer Baby No Money, BBNM, they use him in their schedule release video. If you haven't seen it yet, it's pretty cool. And it's basically Jake DeBrusk calling him saying, hey, BBNM or Baby No Money, or the guy not from the summer I turned 30. The Canucks schedule drops today. So then he gets up and then they highlight about 6 or 8 games all through EA Sports, NHL. And it's so cool because they talk about the home opener against Calgary and they show video game footage of Vancouver versus Calgary that then morphs into real life footage from last year. They show Vancouver versus the Oilers and they show video game footage of Vancouver versus the Oilers, which morphs seamlessly into real life footage taken from a game last year. So really cool. Really cool video. I liked it. I know it's not everyone's cup of tea, but I thought it was very creative. If everyone saw the LA Kings, I can't remember the name of them, but they use that podcast and social media group that does a lot of hockey stuff. They use a robot to predict their schedule. So that was a really funny video as well. It was featured on Bar Down. So some teams went all out and produced videos and produced content to announce their schedule, much like the NFL. A lot of NFL teams do that. Other teams just kind of put up a schedule like you see on the screen and said, here's our schedule. And then, so every team had a different tact. And at 7 a.m., 3 hours before launch, the Canucks actually tweeted that their home opener, I guess they're allowed to tweet out their home opener, and that's against Calgary. Once again, on October 9, the same as last year, except last year it was on a Wednesday, and I couldn't go because I was at church. But this year, it's on a Thursday because if it's not a leap year, the year advances by a day, right? So October 9 was a Wednesday last year. October 9 is a Thursday this year. And that means for the first time since 2017, I get to go to the home opener. The last 2 home openers have been on Wednesdays. Then a couple were on Saturdays, but I was working. There was one on a Tuesday, but I had bowling. There were a couple of COVID years, right? One of them was the no fans. And then I have not gone to a home opener since the year 2017. So I am going to the home opener this year, and I cannot wait. For those of you looking for tickets, message me, email me, canuckclay@gmail.com now that the schedule is out, and I'll be working on that when I get back from my trip next week. Now, let's talk about some of the nuances of the Vancouver Canucks schedule. Actually, before I do that, let me stop sharing for a second. I'm going to talk about all these things, but I'm going to give you a chance. I'm going to try this for 5 minutes, even before I talk about some of the things I observed or some of the homestands and the opponents. I want you to tell me for the first 5 minutes right now, and I'll highlight your comments, what stood out to you from the Canucks schedule announced today. And again, it might be stuff that I'm going to be talking about it, but I'm specifically asking you what stood out to you from the Canucks schedule. Skytrain Alfred says it's our favorite team to start. Calgary, yes, my least favorite team. So I hope we pound them. Last year the team we went up 4-1 on them. Then they went up 5-4. JT Miller tied it with like 2 minutes left, and then we lost in overtime. The team does their New York, New Jersey swing in December, earlier than usual. That October 28th game, that's JT Miller and the Rangers, right? Big baby, no money. No problem, Carol. You missed a pretty funny first 10 minutes, though. If you have time, go back and watch it later if you want. Yeah, there's only one home game in February. The day JT Miller comes back. What else? What else, you guys? I'll take 2 more minutes. What stood out to you from the Vancouver Canucks schedule? And then I'll highlight a bunch of things that they highlighted and a couple observations from me. Sarah wants to go to the JT Miller game. The Hughes Bowl at Rogers Arena on January 23rd. A long home stretch in January. Yes, 8 games every second day from January 17 to January 31. 17, 19, 21, 23, 25, 27, 29, 31. 8 straight games every second night. 2 long 8-game homestands, one after the Olympic break that could set us well into the playoffs if we're still in the mix by then. Excited for the Olympic break. I wish they would switch it up. Been a long time since the home openers were LA and Pittsburgh. Yeah, it's always seems to be either Calgary or Edmonton, right? What's March 19? I know March 17 is Florida. What's March 19? Baines is going to score the home opener goal. Sure. All right, and I wish Petey gets back to playing like he did a year ago. Yeah, I know. We need him to. S. It just says S, so welcome S. I've never seen you before. S. It's super that you're here. It's splendid that you're here. It's spectacular that you're here. Those are the good S words I can think of. Final game of the season against the Oilers in Edmonton. Vegas is before the break. Yeah, and I looked at the Vegas games, the away games too. It's been Edmonton, Calgary for the last decade. All right, let's go. So now I will highlight the schedule. So from the Vancouver Canucks press release, it's the 11th time that the Canucks have opened the regular season at home against the Flames. What? 11 times? So they play against Calgary on the 9th. And then what they do is they go to Edmonton for the 11th. And then they come back home for St. Louis on Thanksgiving Monday. So 2 out of the first 3 are at home, and then a 5-game road trip right away. Dallas, Chicago, Washington, Pittsburgh, and Nashville. Not the most difficult road trip, but they are on the road right away after those first 3 games. So in their press release, they say key matchups. Calgary on October 7th. Then they highlight Montreal on October 25th. Then they highlight Winnipeg on Remembrance Day, November the 11th. Right? I'm just going by what the press release says. Then they highlight Alex Ovechkin in January on the 21st. They highlight Toronto on the 31st, the last home game before. Look at this. So no games, obviously, in this 3.5-week stretch or 3-week stretch because of the Olympics. Then they highlight the St. Paddy's Day game against the Florida Panthers, and then of course Tampa comes in right after them. I shouldn't say of course. It's not like we're traveling there, so it's kind of fluky actually, or coincidental that Tampa comes in after Florida, and then the final home game of the year against the LA Kings, and as Tyler mentioned, then we wind up the season against the Oilers. So there is that. Also on the press release, they talk about the 2 8-game homestands. So here's the first one. Every second night. First world problem, but it might be a lot. It might feel like a lot to go down to the game every second night if you're a season ticket holder. But here we go. 17-19. Oilers, Islanders, Capitals, Devils, Penguins, Sharks, Ducks, Leafs. Every second night for 2 weeks, you have a game. And then in March, you have another 8-game homestand. A little easier. Ottawa. It's not every second night. There's actually gaps here. So Ottawa, Nashville, Seattle, Florida, Tampa, St. Louis, and then Anaheim, LA. So not as tough, I think, as the first one in January. No, January one's pretty easy too. What am I talking about? The January one's easier. You say Edmonton and Washington and New Jersey are the good teams, and Toronto. So 4 good teams, and then 2 mid teams, Islanders and Ducks, and then 2 bad teams, Sharks and Penguins. So 4-2-2. What's March? March has how many good teams? Florida, Tampa, I'd say 2 good teams. Then not bad, Ottawa, St. Louis, and LA, and Anaheim 4, and then 2 bad teams. 2-4-2. Okay, so maybe the January one is a little bit tougher. 14 back-to-back games, or back-to-back sets, I should say, including 3 in November, Kabam 8-9, Kabam 16-17, Kabam 28-29. 3 in November, December, January, and then 2 in October and April, and then 1 in March. So that's how it's broken up over the 6 months of the season. And then the longest road trip is in January, 6 games. 6-game road trip, and it's the Eastern Canada swing. So Buffalo, Northeast states too. Buffalo, Detroit, Toronto, Montreal, Ottawa, and Columbus. And before I get to the Mitchell Spot Street, I'm going to talk about a couple of personal things that we found out that's kind of cool about our family, which I'll talk about. When it comes to days of the week, Monday 12 games, Tuesday 13 games, Wednesday 7 games, Thursday 15 games, Friday 8 games, Saturday 19 games, and Sunday 8 games. So 8 on Friday, 19 on Saturday, 8 on Sunday. So I guess you would call that 35 weekend games. Then Tuesday, and then Monday and Thursday, another 27 between them. So, and then there's 20 games that I can't go to right off the bat. There's 13 on Tuesday, which is my bowling night, generally bowling every week. And then Wednesday, there's 7 games on Wednesday, which isn't bad. So 13 on Tuesday, 7 on Wednesday. So already I can't go to 20. Oh, what am I talking about? Those aren't all home games. What a dummy I am. I thought that was 13 home games and 7 home games, on 13 on Tuesday, 7 on Wednesday. No, that's total. That's total. So maybe I can't go to 10 of the 30 games, 10 of the 40 games right off the bat. And then don't forget, like I said, about the Olympic break, February 6th to February 24. And already Quinn Hughes and Teddy Bluger have been named to their respective rosters. Sheila is part of that too, but he's not part of the Canucks anymore. Okay, season ticket members get to pre-sale on August 5th for more games. Then priority access list August 6th, and then general public August 7th. Prior to that, they'll come up with their pricing tiers, and then I will know what I'm doing. For all of you legends, I'll be able to offer you games, some of the games, not all, because there's other factors, but I will definitely contact you legends first to figure out what games you may want. Now, a couple other nuances I want to share with you. My biggest work weekend of the year is November 7, 8. So this year, 7, 8, 9. So this year it will be Columbus and Colorado. Shucks, which I can't go to, which is too bad. Before I get to my personal stuff, if you're good at math visually, picture this. Of the 82 games, we play against the 16 teams in the Eastern Conference, 1 home, 1 away. So 16 times 2, that's 32 games wiped out already. So 82 minus 32 Eastern Conference, right? Home and away. Now we're down to 50. Of those 50 remaining, we play against every Central team 3 times. 2 times at home, 1 time away, or 2 times away, 1 time at home. It's random. Well, there's no pattern. So there's the 24 Central Division games. So now we've taken away 32 Eastern Conference, 24 Central Division. That's 56. So now we're down to only 26 games left, at least this year. 26 games left. So of those 26 to go in our Pacific Division, there's 7 teams. So 7 times 4 is 28. So that means we play 5 of the Central Pacific Division teams 4 times, 2 at home, 2 away. That's easy math. And then 2 of those teams we only play 3 times. So 5 times 4 is 20. Then 2 teams times 3 is 6. So 26 games against Pacific. And the 2 teams this year that we do not play 4 games against, only 3, are Calgary and Vegas. Yes, so Vegas, we're actually 1 home game, 2 away games. So I get 2 chances to go to Vegas for me. And then Calgary, 2 home games and 1 away game. And you might say, well, it's good that it's good that we only play Vegas 3 times as opposed to 4. You could argue that's that's 2 fewer points that we would give up. Next year, when they go to 84 games, the math is perfect because those 2 extra games are those 2 missing from your division. So next year will be very simple. You play your divisional teams 4 times. 7 times 4 is 28. Then you play the other division, your conference, 3 times, another 24. So 28 plus 24 makes 52. And then you play the Eastern Conference teams, home and home, 16 times 2, 32. 52 plus 32 makes 84 games. So by going to an 84 game schedule next year, from going from 82 to 84, the 2 extra games are the 2 teams in the division that you don't play 4 games against. You only play 3. So this year, San Jose, Anaheim, LA, Seattle, and Edmonton. Those 5 teams we play 4. games against, and only Calgary and Vegas we play 3 against. All right. Does all that make sense? So we got Erwin says, Clay, math lesson. Yeah, I tried my best. I tried to do it without visuals. Fangirls, 32 teams is so perfect. Yeah, for the 84, for sure. No, Marner only terrorizes us 3 times. Oh, you're saying next season, Marner will terrorize it 4 times. 84 games will be perfect until expansion. They should stop expanding and stay at 32. That's true. That's true. Okay. Now, a couple nuances personally that I noticed and we've been talking about as a family. So my biggest work event of the year, November 8 and 9. So that takes away Columbus on Colorado, unfortunately. We talked about Tuesday, I bowl. Wednesday, I have religious ed. So when I quickly look at the Tuesday games, the ones that Tuesday, Wednesday, so the games that I have no chance of going to, yeah, this stinks. The Rangers, JT Miller. I could always miss bowling but I don't like to because I pay for it. So I don't get a chance to see Bedard. I don't get a chance to see the Jets. Then I don't get a chance to see Rick Tocchet and Phil. Oh, no, there won't be bowling. So I could go to this one on the 30th, which is good. Then no Ovechkin in January, San Jose, whatever. Again, I missed it. So I can't see the Jets. I missed them both times. Then spring break, there's nothing on Wednesdays, though, so I can't see Florida, and I can't see Vegas or the Kings. So those are the games that I have no chance of going to. Then a couple funny nuances about being on the road. So we look at when are the Canucks doing their California swings, right? Remember, they play all those teams twice on the road, so there's 2 swings. So we're thinking as a family, do we go to Disneyland and see? Well, this stinks because this is Wednesday night, so I can't go to this Anaheim game. But my family could. But then I could probably go to this Kings game. So potentially we could go down to LA if we wanted to around this time, 26, 27, 28, 29, and maybe check out a couple of those games. And then the other California road trip is actually at the end of the season. Here we go. It's April 9, 11, and 12. This one might make more sense. Then I don't miss anything on the Wednesday, fly out. Maybe we don't go to the Kings game or we fly down, do Disneyland on 10, 11, and then go to the Ducks game on the 12th, back home on the 13th. So that's an option. Then we were saying, well, what about Florida? What kind of trip would that look like? So you look at when are they doing their one trip through Florida, and it is right here, November 16, 17, right after my big event. So that looks fun. You can hit both of those games in consecutive days. There's a New York trip that Fangirl talked about in the 3rd week of December. Here's New Jersey, New York, and then Boston right after that. And then here's the last thing I'll say about a personal chance. Jacob is every year in the 2nd week of January, he bowls in the national team trials as he tries out for Team Canada. This year it always alternates between Ontario, Quebec, Ontario, Quebec, Ontario, Quebec. This year it's in Windsor, Ontario from the week of, check this out, January 6th to 9. So Sean and I were talking about going out to support Jake, watch him bowl this week, and maybe pop down to Detroit to watch that game, and then stay and watch the Maple Leafs game on the 10th. That would be crazy. Now, I don't know if any of this is going to happen. Tickets are probably going to be really expensive, but that was an interesting nuance here. An interesting opportunity is Jacob is going to be in Windsor bowling from the 6th to the 9th, and then could we go see the Toronto game in Toronto on the 10th? Wow. A lot of options. So thank you. I wanted to talk as much as I could about the schedule, go over all the potential nuances, like I said, both for the us as fans and then us as a family. So let me do my Mitchell sponsor read, and then we'll have a lot of time to get to your comments now that I've gone through all that. Everything from homestands to opponents to contracted schedule to Olympic break to road trips, whatever it may be, home opener. We can talk about all of it after I do my Mitchell sponsor read. And I start off by thanking Jason Lim of Van City Experts. Thank you to my channel sponsor, Jason Lim of Van City Experts Real Estate. At Van City Experts, their experience, knowledge, and expertise can serve you well in navigating through the real estate market and will help you to choose the best home or condo in the greater Vancouver area that best suits your and your family's needs. To my secondary sponsor, Coach Patrick Liu, weight loss coach. You can check him out at coachpatrickliu.com/clay and receive a free 5-day workout when you do so. Also, thank you to Gassy Jack Art, creator of this amazing artwork that you see behind me. You can check them out at gassyjackart.com. And I believe I should check this right now. Actually, I will check it right now so I can tell you the proper info to make sure that his end of season sale is still going on. And yes, right at the top, it says buy two, get two free, which is awesome. So make sure you support Gassy Jack Art. And thank you to Vesty Footwear. Use the link tinyurl.com/VestyClay and receive a free pair of socks of your next purchase of Vesty shoes. Thanks to everyone who's purchased Canuck Clay merch at canuckclay.threadless.com. Thank you for supporting me that way. You can always check out the store there. I'm wearing one of the two designs I have right now are the GLCPC with the thumbs up, Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club, and then the CCC shirt design that you see in the graphic there. Ways that you can get involved tonight. You can subscribe to the channel. You can like the video. You can leave a donation like Swerve and Irvin did. You can gift a membership. You can buy your own membership. You can upgrade your own membership. You can use your monthly membership message like Fangirl has done. And if you're listening on a podcast platform, you can rate and review. Finally, my next show is not until next week, Tuesday, July the 22nd. So basically a week from now, next Tuesday, 11 p.m., but at least I don't have to cut it off after 40 minutes. I'll recap my trip and any Canucks news. So I'm not taking my streaming equipment down because I don't want to stream from Vegas. Well, actually, I'll have my microphone because in case I have to react to a signing or a trade, I'll at least be able to do that. But I don't think I'll be doing any live streams from down there. Yeah, just especially Sunday night's the Backstreet Boys concert. So I'll be too wired or loopy or who knows? Who knows what I'll be doing? But I will miss all of you, and I hope that the feeling will be mutual. So again, my next show on Tuesday night, July the 22nd. That means I won't do... I might do an Ask Me Anything video, members Ask Me Anything video from Vegas over the weekend. Maybe I'll do that. But yes, no live streams until July the 22nd. Finally, looking at the leaderboard, it's still Swerve and Irvin atop with 1,500 experience points, followed by Fangirl and Skytrain Alfred. All right, let's go. It's 11:33. Let's do at least 20 to 25 minutes of questions. And let's start out doing IG Live when you walk around Vegas. Yes, no Clay for a week. I think you'll survive. I really do. It's going to be a long week without Clay. Oh, you're too kind, Shannon. We'll miss you, buddy. Thank you, J-Kid. I'll miss you too. All right, let's go. Now, let's do Canucks and hockey-related questions first. And then I'll answer questions about my trip and ask. I'll allow 5 to 10 minutes. Not allow. I'll allow for 5 to 10 minutes. But let's start off. I'll answer Fangirl, but then let's start off with Canucks and hockey questions only, especially about the schedule, because that's what we're talking about. Yes, we're staying at the Nomad, which is the boutique hotel atop Park MGM. So the top 4 floors is the Nomad. All right, let's go. With the full NHL schedule now available, has your projected point total for the Canucks this coming season changed? No, I didn't. I don't change it based on road trips or opponents. I'm pretty sure I said somewhere 97 points, which is 15 games over 500. And I think I said 42, 27, and 10. That was my initial one. 42, 27, and 10. No, that's not. What am I talking about? That's not 97 points. 15 games over 100. 42, 27. 42, 27. Oh, and 13. That's what it is. 42, 27, and 13. That's too many overtime losses. But they might have a lot. Okay, I'll bump it up one. Let's say 43, 28, and 11. Yes, that's my prediction. 97 points. They get it in the playoffs. 43, 28, and 11. 11:33. Is that what I said? All right, Canucks and hockey related, because I don't know any of his songs. Big Baby, No Money. Now that we have a clear picture, where do you see a realistic winning streak for the Canucks, and how long could it go? Toughest stretch of the season. Okay, so I do think, even though it's at home, I do think that game every night, every second night, that's a make or break it to me. Even more so than the March one. I think if you can sock away 6 wins and grab 12 of those 16 points, that's huge going into the Olympic break. I do think that their 6-game roadie No, the teams aren't that tough though. There's Buffalo, Detroit, Montreal, and Columbus. So I'm going to take that back. I actually think a tougher road trip might be They have a 5-gamer in December. New Jersey, New York, Islanders, Boston, and Philly. That might be tough actually right before Christmas. And there also there's a stretch in November that's home and away, which is pretty tough. It's Colorado, Winnipeg, Carolina, Tampa, Florida, and Dallas. Those are 6 playoff teams. So maybe that's the toughest stretch. Adrian, you asked, where can we accumulate a win streak? I look at the stretch at the start of the season. Pittsburgh and Nashville away, and then Montreal, Edmonton, New York, and St. Louis, and Minnesota. There's some winnable games there. Right, and then it goes Nashville, Chicago, Columbus after that. So maybe, I don't know, 5 or 6 games sounds like correct. I don't know where it's going to happen, but I don't know if we can predict more than a 5 or 6 game winning streak. Thanks, Carol. Thank you for that greeting. But we'll go hockey related. When do you anticipate, and thank you, Shannon, for the greeting as well. When do you anticipate another roster movement by Alvin and company? I think a minor one could happen in July, but likely more August or September. It seems really quiet around the league right now. Do you think the Jets game in February is going to be pricey and likely a sellout? I think it'll be a sellout for sure. What tier will it be? The February 25th, first game back after the break. If they go with the same tiers as last year, as Marquee Plus, Marquee, Premium Plus, Premium, Regular Plus, and Regular, to me that feels like a Premium or Premium Plus game. I don't think it's Marquee or Marquee Plus. So I think it's going to be in the middle of the price ranges, to be honest. 6-game road trip going to be hard on the team. That is fair, Tyler, for sure. Do you think the Canucks going to the Olympics will affect their season? No, I don't. Because the Canucks hardly had any players in the 4 nations. They had a couple, but and it didn't really affect them. Well, the Canucks weren't that good after the break, but I don't think it's because of the 4 nations. I'm not worried. I think if anything, it will elevate their games. I really do. What minimum price will you expect for the game against the Rangers in November? I don't know. That feels like a Premium Plus game, and I don't need. I think the base cost for our tickets is about $65 a seat now. It used to be only 40, 45, but it's gone up a lot. So maybe I could see if we follow the Canucks pricing, it'd be like 65. No, 65 is our cost. I think it'll be like 80, 90, 100, 120, 140, 150, something like that. I don't know. I don't want to say too much. I'll figure it out next week. Over under for Canucks in the Olympics. 6. 5. No, you can't. It's got to be a 0.5. 5.5. I think no Canadians. I think it'll be Miller and Demko and Hughes. I think all 3 will make it for Team USA. Then there's Bluger already. And then maybe Marcus Pettersson. That's 5. Maybe Philip Hedl or Philip Hronik. No, not Hedl. Maybe Hronik. 6. Yeah, I'll set it at 5.5. Am I missing someone completely? Oh, Lankinen. Okay, I'm going to put it at 6.5 then. I'll put it at 6.5. Are the odds better that the Canucks actually beat the Mammoth this season? They didn't at all. It's tough to say. Utah got better, but I think the Canucks are going to be good. They'll at least win one game. So do you think, in your opinion, what do you think about the Olympics for the NHL players? I love it. It's best on best. I totally forgot what it was like having the Olympic break until we had the 4 nations last year. It's been 2014 since we last had that Olympic break. Have you forgotten what it's like? A little bit. It's not so much, Alfred, that I've forgotten. It's more like I've missed it. Maybe that's a better way of putting it for me, for sure. Good question, though. Really, really good question. Hey, Dilo Fiasco, nice to see you. The worst road trip will be the Atlantic Tour one. That's fair. Do you think that Demko will be good? Yes, I do. I have heard that he said that he will be good. Yes, he is. He should talk confidently that he will be good. Are you allotting some funds to potentially buying the Team Canada Olympic jersey this coming February? I usually don't. Buy Olympic gear, but who knows? If the channel is doing very well, if you guys continue to be generous And if I don't lose my shirt over the next week, maybe I will. Adrian saying, plan the parade. I don't like going to Jets games. Too many Jets fans. Do you think the Oilers make the playoffs? Yes, of course. Of course. Guaranteed. What do I think is the hardest game in October? Good question. The hardest game in October is either going to be one of the two Oilers games away. It's probably their home opener on the 11th, so that might be tough. Although I have a feeling we're going to smoke them. Maybe the Dallas Stars game in Dallas, first game of our first back-to-back. Maybe the October 16th Dallas game might be the toughest. Maybe. We shall see. Yes, hopefully your mom gets better soon, Carol. I'm an idiot. I don't know what I was thinking. You're right. JT Miller does not play for us, so I will replace him with Petey. Yeah, I love Petey. I can't believe I said Marcus Persson and not Elias Persson. So I'm going to say 6.5 still with, let's try this again. Possibly the two Petterssons, as in Elias and Marcus for Sweden. Lankinen for Finland. Bluger for Latvia. Demko Hughes for US. And Hronik for Czechia. That's the 7 that I think could make it. Edmonton will likely win the division. That's my guess, Carol. So they'll get 105 to 110 points. Taylor said, hopefully get third, not a wild card. That's fair. Yeah, I don't know what I was thinking, you guys. I didn't say Shilovs, though, right? Pretty sure I didn't say Shilovs. Looking at the schedule, are there any early season matchups you see as key benchmarks for evaluating how the roster is coming together? Yeah, I think that Dallas game on October 16th, and then maybe the Edmonton Oilers game on Sunday the 26th. Those are two important games, I think, early. Oh, Deal Fiasco, you opened a restaurant in Toronto. Nice. What kind of restaurant? That's amazing. That's amazing. Yeah, I'm not sure if you were here when I was talking about going to Toronto for that road trip in early January because Jacob will be bowling in Windsor. Was I surprised about the Brock signing? Yes, I was surprised, but happily surprised. How many goals will he have by All-Star break? Ooh, by All-Star break, he will have 18. 18. Carol, I do think the Canucks will make the playoffs as a third seed. I really do. Would you think Utah is the one Canucks must win, given their potential impact to the wildcard race? Alfred, I hesitate to classify any game as a must win. Be a nice to win for sure, considering how we did not play well against them last year. And yeah, I do believe that we'll be battling with them and them in Calgary. Yeah, and St. Louis. Do I think Marner terrorizes the Leafs on January 23rd? I don't know about terrorizing, but there'll be a lot of eyeballs in that game for sure. Can Alvin talk to Quinn's agent throughout the season to discuss contract pre-July 1 about... No, they can't. They're technically not supposed to, but it happens all the time. You're not supposed to. But they can do whatever they want if Hughes stays, if it means that Hughes is staying. With the way the schedule is spaced, how do you plan to evaluate chemistry between new line combinations or D pairings under pressure? I think the fact that they go on a 5-game road trip for games 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 of the season, that's enough. That's great from a team chemistry and team bonding perspective. And I think by the end of October, no excuses about chemistry, because actually the team hasn't turned over a lot of, yes, there'll be different line combinations and D pairings, but not a lot of new players on this team. In 2023, we thought the Oilers games would be hard, and then 2025, Oilers games were very hard. Yes. 2023, is that the year that we swept them? That was nice. Rank the packs. This is a great question. So these are the 3-game packs. No more ice packs, right? 3-game packs. From a pure quality of hockey perspective, A, C, B, D. The 2 Edmonton and Colorado, that's a great pack. Then I like Winnipeg and Dallas and Utah. I like that combo over Rangers, Chicago, Boston. And then the Columbus, New Islanders, Carolina doesn't really do much for me. So I go ACBD. Good question. Oh, A's, Edmonton, Colorado, Calgary. That drops it a little bit for me. Then I go CA. BD because I think Winnipeg, Utah, Dallas is more entertaining. Oh, they're divisional. Oh, no, they're not. Not divisional. Never mind. Invite Clay to the 23,000 square foot restaurant. Yes, I will eat in all 23,000 square feet. Hey, SGA, I think Pack A is the one to get. I didn't open it, but I work for the company. January is usually a bit quiet given the holidays, but I can PM you my email. Yeah, if you're in town, we'll definitely have you stuff. Absolutely. That sounds great, D'Lo. If you think Edmonton's going to be first, where is Vancouver going to sit? Third. I think it's going to go Edmonton, Vegas, Vancouver, and I think LA is going to get the fourth wild card, or at least fight for wild card with Calgary. And yeah. I hope King has a great season with us, for sure. I'm doing great. San Jose Sharks facing off against Vegas in their home opener. Nice. Hello, Gerald. Does Miller get a quick welcome back, or does he get a video tribute? Given the way he left, I think it's a welcome back, JT. I don't think it's a video tribute. And then, of course, the fans will chant his name for the rest of the game. If you want to see wins, go Pack B. Pack B. There we go. They should play a video of all the times he flipped out, especially him yelling at Colin Daly, smashing a stick behind him. I guess there's a restaurant that big, Taylor. Do you see Ovechkin scoring his 925th goal this season? What does he have right now? 8 what? Alex Ovechkin goals. 897? Is he going to get 28? Yeah, I say he gets 28 goals. Thank you, SJ. Appreciate that. I'll chant Miller's name. All right. You're the best. Thank you. Crowd will chant JT Miller regardless of how game or tribute goes. That's true too. In the Pacific, I'll go Vegas, LA, Edmonton, Vancouver. Yeah, I that's fair, Alfred. I think LA got a lot worse. I really do. I really do. All right, let's do 2 or 3 minutes left, and then we'll go to Ask Me Anything. Oh, Rakim, Eric B. and Rakim, paid in full. I love it, Filmer. Who is my top trade target? So this is trade, right? Not UFAs. I'm still interested in Rossi, although a lot of people are downplaying now how effective he might be because of his size. Yeah, I have to think about this because I don't know who's actually available. You know, Bowen Byron looked good to me, but Bowen Byron's contract ends though in 2 years, right when Hughes's ends. So I don't know if that's coincidence or whatever. I'd still say Rossi. Ovechkin should be flirting with 1,000 if not for lockouts and COVID. That's true. Kempner and I will take care. Are you guys going to the game together? I just searched up the restaurant D'Lo talked about. What's the restaurant? Did he put the name in? How did I miss it? Or how did you find it without the name? What's the restaurant called? LA made some puzzling moves. I did not go to the concert last night or tonight. I don't even know what concert we're talking about. Is it the weekend? On the weekday? You think Talk gets booed? Nope. I don't think he gets booed. Your Eastern and Western Conference matchups this coming season. What do you mean? Like finals? Dallas, Edmonton. Florida, Washington. I don't know. Is that what you mean? Is that what you mean? Who got stronger? Maybe the East. I think some of the Eastern teams did well. Prices are too high in the trade market. Queens Harbor. Gotcha. Thank you. Who's getting their new contract first, Hughes or Makar? Makar comes a UFA. Yeah, I don't know. They're both expire at the same time, right? I don't know. I would have no way of knowing. Yeah, the weekend. Still Florida's Cup to lose. I just typed in 23,000 square foot restaurant in Queens Harbor, came out. Gotcha. Finals for reading. Thanks for reading my mind. Hey, I'm a smart guy. No, two good looking guys. We think alike. Makar might get us first. That's fair. How do I think Atlanta will turn out? Florida, Tampa, Toronto. Let's go like that. I don't know how I'm going to do. I hope I do well. The Weeknd. Yeah, that's how my brain feels after I listen to his music. All right. Let's go. Ask me anything without fail. So no more Canucks or hockey-related questions. for the last 10 minutes of the show. Well, I shouldn't say no, not for sure. Just, all right, fine. What's your rankings for the Central Division top 4? Dallas, Winnipeg, Colorado, Utah. Utah beats St. Louis and Minnesota. There's my hot take. Sushi today. Yes. Ordered from Sushi Maine. Got it. I rarely do skip, but I was quite busy today at work trying to get stuff done because I'm not going to be there for 3 days. So I had a combo that had 3-piece salmon nigiri, salmon maki, and chicken teriyaki. Top 5 sodas. Ooh. I like this. Pepsi, Coke. You didn't say colas, right? You said sodas. Pepsi, Coke, Orange Crush. I know, so bad for you, right? Sprite. No, 7-Up, Sprite. But I rarely drink 7-Up, Sprite, only in Shirley Temples. Pepsi, Coke, and Orange Crush for sure. Top 3. Bass in the concert was so powerful it had me nauseous. Ugh. Ugh. Prediction for the 2026 Super Bowl halftime show. Sabrina Carpenter. No, I don't know. Who's popular right now? 2026 Super Bowl halftime show. Where's the game? I don't know. Who's lighting up? Billie Eilish. You know, is she strong enough to pull a full stadium? I got to think about that one. That's a good one. How is the new car search going? Very well. Very well. Yeah, very well. Maybe I'll share news next week, but not right now. What are your other thoughts of the show? Honestly, Taylor, if you're talking about the summer I turned 30, I didn't watch it. I know the kids had it on, and I wasn't even listening to any dialogue. Actually, I think I saw the part where Jeremiah and Belly Button kissed, because all my kids reacted, and the ones watching it reacted. So I know nothing about the show. I'll take tuna roll over California roll. I don't eat California rolls. I think Vancouver, by virtue of not getting worse, will do better because of the guys pushing up from Abbotsford, and we can't be as bad as we were last year. Okay, that's my only hockey-related question. Top 5 donuts. All right. Honey dip, old-fashioned glaze, chocolate dip, the one that's got a bunch of strawberry filling in it, and then old-fashioned plain there. I helped install those subs last week at the Levi Stadium when the week. Wow, that's pretty cool, Fillmore. That's a pretty cool job. You and Gail are 36 years as a couple. Yes, so surely you're at the farting in front of each other phase, right? Yeah. It's been done before. How's that? Top 5 cookies. Oh my gosh. What did you... Okay, last top 5 food questions from you, SGA. Chocolate chip, oatmeal raisin, oatmeal chocolate chip, chocolate, and chip. Never had Jones soda, so I don't know. No problem, Gerald. This was a good one, actually. The first 15 minutes were quite funny, if I may say so myself. Is there a game that you can attend? And really looking forward to watch. This is hockey related, so I shouldn't really be answering it. But though there's a couple that I had my eye on right away. One was October 26th, hosting Edmonton. I would like to go to that one. And then what I can go to, I guess I could go to Leafs on 31st. That might be fun. Maybe Penguins on the 25th to see Crosby. And then Tampa Bay Lightning on the 19th of March. Those are some that I'd be interested in for sure. We do surf and turf. Oh, you're speaking my language. You get all the nigiri and rolls at my what? Okay, I'm coming for sure. Aside from watching Backstreet Boys, what is most exciting to you about your upcoming vacation? Just hang out with Gail. Trying a new hotel. It's bloody hot there. It's like 43 degrees. So I'm not sure how much we'll be walking the strip, but we definitely have a couple shows that we have in mind, a couple of restaurants that we want to get to, meeting some people down there. It's funny. We're meeting some friends down there for dinner tomorrow night that we haven't even met in Vancouver to eat before, but we're meeting them in Vegas of all places. Lounging by the pool, Gail will do some shopping. I'll do a bit of playing. It should be a lot of fun. Rank your best Ninja slushy drinks, top to bottom. Well, the only ones I've had, my Pepsi or Coke Slurpee still good. Believe it or not, pink grapefruit makes some really good slushies in there. Raspberry lemonade kind of sucked last night. I was a little disappointed in regular lemonade. So maybe an Orange Crush is good. So let's go Pepsi, Orange Crush. So it naturally follows the order of my sodas. Pink grapefruit, yellow lemonade, raspberry lemonade. Jessica's ears are ringing. Sabrina Carpenter, it's the first person I could think of. Bieber has got to be a Super Bowl performer. That's true. Thoughts on Jelly Roll? Is that a new sushi roll? I know, Jelly Roll. I hope he doesn't embarrass himself. I really like, Bad Bunny was okay. I mean, was good. Obviously, Logan Paul's been good. So we'll see how Jelly Roll does. Do you think Game 1 of Stanley Cup Final should have a halftime show before the third period? Nope, not at all. What do you personally do when you feel stuck on a problem where no progress can be done? Do you revisit at a later time, or do you ask for help? Or do you do something else? Great question, Robbie. Obviously, it depends on what the problem is. But if it's, I'm not afraid to ask for help, especially at my age. Like, I don't want to waste time spinning my wheels on something that I don't understand or I can't do. I have no problem asking for help. Yeah, I have no problem asking for help because I don't have time to waste time, if that makes sense. K-pop anime night. Well, okay, what are we going to do on this night, Juan? Let me know. Thoughts on Rollins' injury? I think it's legit, and I think it's horrible timing because they were obviously building him up to something big. Jelly Roll's in WWE. Yeah, he's teaming with Orton against Logan Paul and... oh my gosh, who are they fighting? Who's Logan Paul's partner? I had a mind fart. Because Orton's been fighting with, Drew McIntyre, right? Yes. What is my order at Kobe? Emperor's Feast. Emperor's Feast. With extra appetizer shrimp and fried rice. What's your favorite boy band? Besides Backstreet Boys and Boyz II Men, then it's definitely New Edition. New Edition. I did not know that California Roll was invented in Vancouver. Then why do they call it Vancouver Roll? What teams are your children on? I think, is it Conrad? Is that his name? I think they're more Conrad than Jeremiah, but I don't even know who I'm talking about. Old Fashioned Playing is my biggest enemy. Thoughts on Jelly Roll? I don't know enough about his music. Hey, Mr. Merlin. Nice to see you. Chocolate chip is the best. Go to Tim Hortons order. Well, it used to be Raisin Bran Muffin and hot chocolate. Yeah, Raisin Bran Muffin and hot chocolate. But last time I went, they didn't have Raisin Bran, so I don't know if they stopped making it. Training the Performance Center. Okay, good. Good. How brown do you like your toast? On the brown side, just a little bit. White bread, but browned, if that makes sense. Oh, this is a good one. Top 5 sports movies. I won't give you an order. I do like Remembering the Titans. I do like The Blind Side. I haven't seen a hockey movie that I really, really like. Oh, I like Coach Carter, basketball movie. I like Hoop Dreams, the documentary. And maybe Draft Day. I haven't seen Moneyball yet. Do I go to BC Lions games? Yeah, 1 or 2 a year. Maybe 1 a year. I used to go a lot more, but maybe 1 or 2 a year. On a scale of 1 to 10, how much chicken do you eat off the bone? I'd say 7, and then Gail is like a 25 out of 10. She will clean it all. Like, she takes all my... Okay, this is not going to sound right, but she takes... Yes. After I... Huggy Till It's Midnight. After I do my best on my chicken bones, I pass my chicken bones to Gail. If you had to move from where you live now, where would you want to go and buy? Would you buy a house condo? I would love to buy a house. In Lower Mainland. We haven't really thought about it. We're very loyal to Richmond, but we would not be averse to moving. And then if it was somewhere else in the world, we love Arizona. We love California. Those 2 places. Prediction for 2026 is Selena Gomez. San Jose Sharks play the Penguins on October 18th with your birthday, turning 30. Nice. Going to Las Vegas tomorrow morning. Sam, I haven't bowled actually since April, which isn't great because Jacob and I are bowling a tournament in the second week of August, so I better start practicing for sure. Have not done enough ping pong. We're going to do that as soon as I get back. Yes, Adrian, two things that I want to check out that are indoor are the NBA Summer League and the World Series of Poker. I know the main event's done, but there's other events still happening. Hey, Selena. Jelly Roll got great size to take bumps. Great point, Fillmore. Weekend concert was amazing. Glad to hear. Well, I didn't know he trained to be a wrestler before. That's awesome. I do not put ice in a Slurpee. Yeah, because I'm not doing Canucks questions, Gerald. I said that very specifically. It is Drew McIntyre. Thank you. What is your favorite season in your opinion? Summer, because it's my birthday. Paul and Drew think. Haven't thought about it. I'm gonna work on it when I get back from my trip, Gerald. Haven't thought about it yet. You think Rollins will still cash in his MITB? Yeah, he's got a whole year to do that, right? Since YouTubers are wrestling now, who would Canuck Clay tag with? My favorite wrestler of all time was Ricky the Dragon Steamboat. I like Kurt Hennig, passed away, Mr. Perfect. I like Bret Hart. I like technical wrestlers, but now teaming with Roman would be hilarious. Roman Reigns, yeah, Roman Reigns and Canuck Clay. California Rose called that because crab and avocado, so the CA, which is abbreviation for Cal. Thank you, Pastor Dan. Not only you're a good Christian man, you know your sushi. Top 5 drinks: Pepsi, Coke, Shirley Temple, Orange Crush, and iced tea. All sweet stuff. Yeah, that's right. Me and Tyler, combined height of 5'6" and 5'6". So what's that? Combined height of 11 feet. We're gonna smoke everyone. Jelly put Logan through a table on Jimmy Kimmel. I did not see that. I love your kids. Tell them good choice. All right, Taylor, I will. I have no clue what I'm doing. No problem, Joe. Have you ever watched the hockey movie called Goon? No, I did not watch it. Slapshot movies and Goon are great hockey movies. Yeah, I haven't watched them yet. Gail grew up in the Philippines, so that tracks. Cleaning the chicken bone for sure. This doesn't sound right. I'm just reading it. Wait, after you suck on... So... I don't suck on my chicken bones. What kind of show is this? I eat the chicken off my chicken bones, and then yes, Gail. I don't give them to Gail. Gail takes them because she loves sucking on the chicken bones. Don't clip that. They're married. I mean, to be fair, you guys have been married for 46. What's wrong with you guys? The Blind Side is good, but did Michael Orr did not appreciate the story. Yeah, that's fair. Backyard videos and ping pong coming to you this summer. I promise, Shannon. Have I ever considered LASIK? No, I actually haven't. I don't know if Gail and I... Hey, Sean, do you have to be a certain age to get LASIK? What are the conditions?
I think it's 18.
I think I'm too old now to get it, right?
No, Grandma had it.
Oh, Cheska knows everything. What's the requirements for LASIK? 18 and stable eyes. I don't know if that works for me. So, Michael, no, I don't think I've seriously... consider it. Brian, I like this question. Let's give Brian some love in the chat.
3, 2, 1.
Let's give Brian Blingy some love in the chat. Legendary Brian Blingy, and he says the top 5 countries you want to visit. So no particular order. Definitely Italy. I've gone to Italy before, but I want to take Gail. So you didn't say that I haven't been there before, right? Like any that I want to visit, even if I've been there before. If it's I've been there before, including I want to do Japan, Italy, Australia. I know that's a country on a continent. France, and I don't know. Singapore seems kind of neat. Let's go with that. Thank you, Brian. Let's give Brian some love in the chat. Oh, you're 5'8"? Okay, so we're combined 11'2" then. Sorry, I didn't get those extra 2 inches on your. I'm just kidding, Tyler. Yeah, that crushes larynx, right? That was Randy the Macho Man Savage. You can stand on my shoulders and do a Uso splash. Yeet. Love it. Shorzy's pretty funny. Okay. I trust you. I trust you. Top 5 golf courses. Oh, I don't know them. I've never played Westwood Plateau. That one looks nice. And probably a bunch of them that are way too expensive for me that I would just be a waste of money and time. Hey, James. Nice to see you. Remembering the Titans, Rocky, Any Given Sunday, Major League, and Field of Dreams. All good. Bring Oh, yeah, Sean. We've never had Cheska on the stream. You and Cheska should join the stream one day.
Maybe.
Do you think she'd do it?
I don't know.
Have I ever played beer pong? Gerald, I don't drink the stuff. You play against Sean for sure. Yeah, James, I'm not doing any hockey questions, but I want to honor the Honorable James Moore. 6 of the first 8 on the road ring. Great. Yeah, but at least they're not strong teams, all of them. And you can build chemistry pretty quick. Basketball in the Special Olympics. Awesome. Good luck, Tyler. SGA with the monthly membership message. Let's give SGA some love in the chat. 9 months member. Hi, Clay. I'm a big fan of your channel, and you make some absolute banger content, and you absolutely rock, and I love you, and I wish you the best. So thank you for that, and thank you for using your monthly membership message. Will I go to the MJA, the musical, in December? Yes, it's part of my Broadway Across Canada plan. And we'll end with this. We can play beer pong, and you can drink Slurpees for each cup. Good. I'll lose on purpose then. You guys are awesome. I'm awesome. We are all awesome. And I hope my trip is awesome. So I'm going to end this here. I've already packed, but I just got to do my toiletries and my electronics now. Clean up my home office a little bit and go to bed. But who am I kidding? I probably can't sleep tonight. I'm so excited. So thank you, everyone, for being here. Moderators, thank you for keeping this a safe and respectful place. Members, that's legendary Lucas Gates, legendary Line Change, legendary Carol Bovenlander, legendary Brian Blingy, and legendary Andrew Chang. Thank you for your support, and thanks to Hall of Fame and franchise members as well. Thanks to all of you for supporting me on the channel, and thanks to everyone for watching, liking, and subscribing. On your way out, like the video, subscribe, and you can leave a late donation. Thanks to my sponsors, Van City Express Real Estate, Gassy Jack Art, and Coach Patrick Weight Loss Coach. And thanks to all of you who went above and beyond. We had Swervin Irvin with the early big donation. We had Fangirl using your monthly membership message, Brian Blingy with the donation, and SGA using the monthly membership message. Add it all up, and I'm pretty sure that, yes, Swervin Irvin takes this one down with 1,550 experience points, Fangirl with 775, and Skytrain Elfrin with 675. That is your top 3 for tonight. Thanks everyone again for being here. I appreciate it. And I will see you guys next Tuesday, July the 22nd. I'll do likely a quick Ask Me Anything members video on the weekend for the members. And if news breaks, I'll do a quick reaction video, but probably no streams. And I'll just, before I go, I'll just read all of your nice messages. Enjoy the trip. Thank you, Natty. Have an amazing flight and trip. Thank you, Sarah. Have a great time. Thank you, Coach Rob. Safe travels. Looking for your Insta stories. Looking forward. Thank you, Adrian. Have a great trip. Thank you, Carol. Good night, all. Have a great rest of your night and safe travels, Clay. Thank you, Taylor. Have an awesome adventure in Vegas. Thank you, Tyler. Have a great day. Thank you, SGA. Have a great trip. And like I said, it's going to be a long week without Clay. Nah, you'll be fine, Shannon. But thank you very much for that. Have a wonderful and safe trip. Thank you, Brian Blingy. Appreciate that. Have a safe and wonderful trip. Thank you, SGA. Enjoy Vegas, my friend. Thank you, Tyler. And when with this, have a great week. You too, Michael. Thank you. Okay, friends, you're awesome. I'm awesome. The Canucks schedule is awesome. Stay safe, stay healthy, take care of yourselves, and take care of each other. By the way, do you know what the belt said when he got arrested? Yes. What did the belt say when he got... Oh, let's start again. Why did the belt get arrested? Yes. Why did the belt get arrested? It held up a pair of pants. God bless, and go Canucks go. Booyah.